Butter was dying. Here, you go.
The birds are walking
So
on
we
the
still
top.
have plenty of time. They're just hanging out there.
Oh,
Yeah.
they walk on the top of the toaster.
They just landed on top of the coaster, but that's okay. Here. So we're facing at we're here again, back to the train station. Not a lot of people today, huh, Aldrin? The bird flew away. Yep. Hi. Yeah, actually when I was walking, it kept freezing. Like it says no one is watching me. I'm like, okay. And then my battery was dying. But I was able to get my battery and charge. So by the way, we're inside now. We're actually 36 minutes. So happy that okay. See, it says zero. Eh, There's no one here. They open it early, which is cool. Perfect timing. See, no one is here. I'll show you. So here's the coaster. That's $5 one way. And this is the Amtrak. That one is the local, the downtown I was talking about. Still have 20 more minutes before we leave. So if you're hanging out in San Diego, you have your hotels or nearby, just ride that train. You know what's strange is when we were living close to San Diego that time, we were I didn't get the chance to ride this a lot. I wish I knew this before because it was so cool to have that instead of driving in downtown because the parking is ridiculous expensive. Now we have to pay $10 for 4 hours. So there's the schedule of the train. Oceanside. So we're leaving in 29 minutes. That's nice of them that they open the train and we can hang out here. Usually we're staying outside and just deal with the weather. My son usually likes to eat, but I don't think he likes to eat out somewhere. So he's ready to go home because it's about to get dark. Yeah, I know. That's why we're going home. There's the Pacific business class. The last time we rode this was on his birthday. Actually, after yeah, was his birthday. The first one was it was not a good plan because if you didn't plan it and you just decided last minute to hop in this truck and you have a special needs kids, you will not be able to sit down. And it's not like this because that one is faster, of course. You can make it to the destination so fast. We could not find a seat because they're coming from Los Angeles. It was terrible. He was he was having a hard time. It was crowded and but you can keep walking and they have also a cafeteria or something like a canteen you can buy snacks. But it doesn't matter if they have those snacks because he wanted to sit. It was just a one train station. But I felt like we're there forever because he was asking me, Mom, where's the chair? He loves, oh, oh, JB, you're asking if he loves Filipino food. So glad he loves adobo and rice, spaghetti, sinigang, right, Aldrin? Roasted chicken.
Even the bird lands on top of it.
Oh yeah, the top of this
Hey bird,
train.
get off.
Yeah, it's dead right now. It's perfect.
I said,
It's
hey
perfect
bird, get
because
off.
on weekends, let me show you this. On weekends, it's crowded. Like I can't even hear myself when people are here. I can't even talk at all because I can hear a lot of. But maybe later because this is the first train station. We're end to end, JP. We're end to end, so that's why. We couldn't go anywhere. Like I have to negotiate with him, or maybe we have to drive 4 stations and then showed him what's in that train stations. So he would be convinced, okay, we can try that the next time we're from Oceanside. And this is perfect. And like you said, in Philippines, it's gonna be challenge. Well, the good thing about that is if I have a help, we can take turns. So he'll be, dealing with him, taking him every other day. The problem is we're not coming a lot. Maybe one. We used to come here once a week, but I get so tired and exhausted because before we could not really go here. Like the moment that there's a specific train that he doesn't like and it was not available, I'm telling you, JB, he would not hop in the train. We're stuck like waiting another 2 hours to have the train. That's autism. That's a patience of that you have to deal with. So yeah, he likes adobo, which is really. Hello, Bellis. Hi, thanks for coming to my live. This is my another session. I just want to show everyone. I hope that my signal will stay, so you can see the ocean. By the time we leave, we have like 24 minutes. Sometimes we get really really good timing that we see the sunset, perfect timing, the sunset view, and you can see the coastal area. It was so beautiful. I hope my signal won't die. Yes, JB. If I could have, I have a help from the states, but what happened is it's only minimal. That's why you can't, rely on the government help because government can only give so much, and if you want more, it's gonna drain you to fight. But that's not what you want to do. You want to go somewhere where you don't have to fight, and if you can afford it, just enjoy it. And with the amount of money that you're gonna have and you can afford it, then just stay there. And you can. The help is really important. I read some of the bloggers still wondering getting best education and this and that. I can say the best education is being exposed with a lot of people, learning the skills in the community because you could have the great education, but then when you come home, you don't, your parents are so busy or so exhausted, and then we have limited time to get out and to have exposed. It I mean, it's valuable, but at the same time, we get older. And when we get older, but then we don't have another person, it doesn't really help a lot. The progress is not faster when you're just in your own circle and there's no extra person being there. Also, schools can be toxic, according to J-Boy. These days, better to homeschool. Yes, it is too. A lot of parents doesn't really have time to watch their kids too, and school can teach whatever they want to teach to, and you can't control those. Plus, there's also this laws that trying to prevent the parents to know more because they just want to teach whatever they want to teach and then doesn't know that the values or the traditions of the family are not being respected. Then when the kids come home, your values, your perspective, what happen is your kids become against you. That's why there's a lot of people opting that route. For me, I wanted to go on that route, but it's kind of tough when you don't have help. So I'll be a teacher, but at the same time, I'll be the nanny, I'll be the cook, I'll be the run around errands, personal assistants, and all of this. So that's why we kind of weighing on that. Okay, I still need my sanity. I need him to be at school on those times. But as an advocate, you're also making the schools comply what he deserves. It's a lot. It's a lot to to share and in this one. But I'm pretty sure if there's some advocates here, they do understand me. But it's very politics and systems disagreements, parents and schools. You just have to deal with it while you're also thinking, okay, there's a better options, and can't wait for that. If I homeschool him, I'm pretty sure I could have people coming to my house. I mean, I wanted a homeschool where I can bring teachers at home, right? I can have, just like we have Fortune have, therapists coming home, but you can't. They're all still in the school. So parents like us, we ended up like, okay, fine. We'll have no choice. Send them to school because we get in jail. Not in jail, like we get in trouble if we don't send them to school. And you're just gonna have to like, okay, this is the system wants. All you have to do is just deal with the system and find ways how to make this easier. So he goes to school from 7 in the morning, and then he comes home at 3. The time is really fast because by the time that he's home, I it's not enough time. I have to drive into the therapy, and then dad's going to school. He's just using his benefits for now because that's why we were able to afford to live here. But once, because when he goes to school, he gets that base housing allowance, so we're able to afford to pay the rent. But once the school's done and it's over, that base housing is gone. So what's left is whatever he's receiving, and this is why it's so important that he's doing the best he can to get all these trainings and the skills he can. And by the time we move, he got those this knowledge at least, and then he still need to learn in the Philippines. But at the same time, we're selling our house. If we sell our house in a good timing, perfect timing, he might be able to travel there next year. Because I want my husband to travel to Philippines first and meet Gino, Kuya Gino, meet James, Colnels, and you guys, because I want him to be comfortable that he knows he can have friends there, and then see other places. And then once he and Bellis too, he said he wanted to see Leyte too because my mom is from there and my cousin. So after that, when he feels like okay, I think we know now which one works. Then slowly we're gonna have to transition taking him. If it's just me, and my husband, we've probably been there since he retired, since he retired 2020. But we realized it's hard when he was just healing, and then the services here. But then he went a lot of therapies. Like I said, yes, we can have therapies. Yes, we can have good doctors. But if you're limited to your time as parents at home, you can't even have extra helps. You can't plan this and that. It, the progress is very slow, really, really slow. And even though the states funds my time with him and respite, those people are hard to find. It's hard to find people that will work. They they don't get paid by the government because the government pay them. So the government don't pay them the amount that they want. So they would rather, out of pocket. Some give them extra. So it's hard to find people for that. They in the you have to be rich to afford. Let's say they were getting paid less than $20 per hour. But if it's not, typically you have to pay like 25, $30 per hour. Because I try to reach out to some companies without using the fund to government. Oh my God, 25, $30. And I'm like, never mind. All right. So J Boy asks, who's gonna look after him when he travels there? Oh, for my husband? Um, I trust him. I told him that if some, I trust him. I don't need to look after him because he was deployed for 12 years, and a lot of times I don't get to see him. I And it's expensive to lose me. He said that it's expensive to lose me. And you know that, like I told you, in America, you have to pay alimony as a child support. So he has to think about it. He made a joke and he said, I wouldn't even attempt to do that because I'm pretty sure nothing's gonna left in my bank. So when he goes there, I have a brother that lives in Imus, Cavite, and but he doesn't travel a lot too. So I think Adam could travel as long as someone like he goes to the airport and he doesn't know he'll meet someone like what Kuya Gina was doing. He'll be comfortable. Like tell him which hotel he can go there. Places that he can go, and there's an internet and Wi-Fi over there. He'll be able to do that. If my brother's available, that's fine. But in Imus, he has my brother that can say, and he can check our house. We really need to renovate that house. It's it's only 80 square meter. There's no parking for a motorcycle, not even a motorcycle to park. Um, I know that. Well, I asked Gina if they have wheelchair. It'll be easy. If I put him in a wheelchair and he has a headphone and his tablet, that should be fine. But like I said, we're gonna have to transition and maybe we're gonna try to fly here maybe next year. You can eat here, that's fine. You can have your snacks. You want me to open your pretzels or you want to eat when we get okay.
That's a good question.
I can open it for you if you want. So I bring some snacks with him. Oh no, the drinks. Did you drink it all? You want my water? He doesn't drink sparkle water. It is gonna be hard. You know, when he was young, I drug, not I drug. I take him anywhere. We went to South Korea to Busan late at night because he was a baby. My husband's like, why are you coming here? And I told him that, well, you keep getting sick. I'm coming to make sure that, because when they deploy, they go to the port. And I told him, well, you keep getting sick. I will make sure you have food to eat, and I take him to the hotel. And then, of course, I'm watching him too. And so it's so easy to put him in a stroller, even though I didn't know yet that he had those signs of autism. He was like crying and screaming and oversensory. But because now we know what are the things that we can prevent, headphones, food, snacks. I was telling my husband the other night when we might have to make sure that our son is sleeping when we move to Philippines. He said, "Oh no, that's not a good idea." And when he wake up, he's already in the Philippines because it's gonna be a challenge. Yeah, we need a good transition. But if my husband can go first, and he can see the accommodations and what are the route in the airport, That might be helpful. That might be very helpful for us to make a plan. And then I'm gonna have to ask a friend that by the time we get off the airport, hopefully my brother and another helper are ready to make sure to make sure there's already there. We get help. I have a friend. They said they have two helpers. They brought their kid with autism. Two of them are chasing their kid, and I'm like, and he said he was just paying like for a month was just for two of them that time was $100 for both of them. It's like wow, $100 for a month. Oh gosh, imagine I can just have a visitor and hang out, and as long as someone is watching him I can hang out. But like if I'm doing this and I have a friend with me, it's kind of hard because he wants my attention and he wants me while I'm talking, still talking to him at the same time. So it's hard to find a worker. You welcome aboard, 9 more minutes, we're leaving. Look at the sun, hopefully we'll catch the sunset. So JV, you're gonna be in Makati or BGC or staying at James and Karen? Oh, I know. It doesn't ride or drive. Oh, but does he love tricycle? Maybe little by little. That's one thing about my son that I was happy because when he was born, I was working still. So I carried him in a car seat. So he loves riding. That's why he doesn't mind the 8 hours driving. But he had an airplane until he's 3 years old. And now, oh my God, he doesn't want to ride an airplane. He's refusing. Well, after this, once we move, we're gonna see the airport. But I attempted. I asked him like, "Hey, we should visit airport," and he's freaking out. Really freaking out. You do the same thing. See, find this one. He's having a snacks. You can eat here, but in Japan, no, not at all. You can't even talk. When we were in Japan, my God, I don't know now, but that was the time like no one is talking. Even if it's like we're squishing each other, I don't remember that everyone is talking. How old is Noah, Norm? Do you know? Yeah, it's kind of, you know what? If they're young, that's still okay. But this age, oh my God, of course, it can be aggressive and it's not gonna. But I have to transition it. We're gonna try to see if we can have like at least an hour. Oh, that's still fine. Noah's turn too. He's gonna get used to it. That's fine. They're gonna adjust to 3 years old. So try to commute a lot. It's probably the noises. I know that my son, the reason why he doesn't want it, it's because it's a change of place. People with autism is they're fixated to one location. They don't like changes. They had this the OT told me they have this rock brain. They're not flexible. Oh, I just keep practicing warai. Yeah, they're like a sponges. They will remember it when. when they get older. You know what? That's the hardest part for me too. I try to speak Tagalog to him, but the problem is Dad speaks English. So I'm back to it's easier for me to speak English again. Unless he speaks Tagalog, that's easier because I have a lot of friends. They're married. They're both speaking Tagalog, so they have a parent that was babysitting their kid, and parents doesn't speak English. They're so fluent speaking Tagalog. Here, you just have her in here. This is better cleaner because you can't leave me. We're gonna lose this seat. Yeah, I don't want to leave the bag here. Somebody might take it. Here, we get one wet ones. See, that's why we have wet ones. This is why it's so important. They said when you have a baby, I still bring them backpack. I have wet ones. I have bottled water. I have snacks, extra clothes. Oh, Noah calls me now with daddy every time his mom won't give him. Okay, JB. Oh, that kid is very smart. He's very smart. He knows how to get his way. He's catching it so fast. He's only 2 years old. Okay. It's nice. 2 years old is really cool. You can still take them anywhere. They, if they cry, that's okay. They get tired, they're always sleepy. You know, there's nothing they can do. They're not that strong. But him, 10-year old, heavier than me, it's gonna be hard. It's a lot of work because we didn't travel compared to I was driving a lot. Um, he's used to driving for a long period of time, but the problem is he's complaining now because I understand that because we were stuck in one location, we rarely have vacation. It's expensive, of course, because we're stuck in one location and we don't travel often. And he complains. It's not that he doesn't want to drive. I spoil him too much when I'm there. He refused to eat rice for a few weeks after I leave. Oh, well, there's nothing wrong with that, you know, because you're bonding. You know, that's how you want to develop a relationship. If you're not always around, you want a good memory. You don't want to be the disciplinarian. And then, when you leave, that doesn't give a good memory to this kid that, oh, my dad always say no. But what you did was, yeah, that's okay because they don't understand yet the differences, and the memory that you want to live is beautiful, beautiful memory that he knows. Oh, when I like it, he likes it, and he's a baby. Yeah, compared to a teenager. If it's a teenager, that's a different story. If they can get it from their parents, and then you get it, but it's that it's not right. That's a big issues for parenting. When do you visit? When did you visit the Philippines? Oh my gosh, I miss home. I wish I could just fly. I'll be a pushover, so I need to watch myself once I will there next year. And you need to get help too, so that you and Marisa can hang out too. I mean, whenever I get someone, I try to have it with my husband. Cause carrying kids, especially if they're not, you get burnout, and then conversations happen naturally when both of you. I like. I used to have a lot of people helps us. So when we go out, like going to the store at least, the helper's just next to us, or when I'm just home. The helper's just right there while I'm cleaning, while I'm cooking. There's just always an eye there, and it gets when I'm just resting. So yeah, does she have like we're about to go?
Time is out.
Almost February and October. Oh, that's wow! You're visiting a lot. That's awesome. Yeah, Noah will always remember you. That's really awesome. That's the best time, and they're very, very curious and everything at that age. Now we're moving. Let me show you.
Absolutely.
Here you go. It's time. 4:20. There's the card. So July, is that your vacation, Norm? July? So what's gonna happen with your job? Wow, that's nice. That's amazing. 6 trips. That's a lot of travels. I couldn't imagine that though. I don't remember how many hours from Australia to Philippines. So expensive there. Is Marisa going to live in Australia, or she wants to stay, or she just wants to visit only? Oh, look at that sun. Right. Condominiums. So now we're passing the area where we walked earlier. There's the playground, there's the bus. Goodbye, San Diego. Yes. Wow, 5 weeks. That's really fast. So you only have 5 weeks leave each year. Oh my goodness. Oh, so every 5 weeks, you only have 5 weeks to spoil Noah. That's a nice name, Noah. So you have a boy. They're very energetic. Does Marisa get help from her family? It's it's tough. I'm so glad that I didn't have a kid when I moved here because that costs a lot. Childcare is expensive too. I, I don't think that it's feasible to work because it costs more to pay childcare than to work. Plus, I came from the Philippines, so I didn't have my education here, and I have to go back to school. Then I just I just stopped working after 6 months. There's the beautiful beach. Miles. It's an 8 hour. Yes, that's right. If my husband, that time, if he was able to just move the time, we're actually just we were planning like if I don't make it to US, we'll be moving to Thailand, and he will be working there, and I'll get a job in there. But yeah, I made it here, so we have to figure out like okay, when can we move and retire to Philippines? I wasn't even planning that. He was the one wanted to go back, but after many years, did realize, yeah, that's true. I've seen a lot of good things. 18 years was good enough for me to appreciate home. There's the airport. See the airplane landing. Okay. Oh, J boy, your girlfriend? Oh, J boy, you're too. So I was gonna ask who another Beverly Hills girl. These are the parking area that you're gonna have to pay. It's expensive too. So my husband is flying to Florida. I I wouldn't be able to. We couldn't go with him. So our last house needs to be, in the market, but he has to fix it. Needs a lot of repairs, and he's waiting for his spring break. So once his spring break, he's flying from. He's supposed. I usually drop him off here, but there was now an airport nearby to our house, which is nicer, so I don't have to deal driving here, because I have to drive here, and it's hard to come back, and it's so traffic. And he has to take the train because he has this luggage, and then you have to hop on. And the good thing about that, the closer to the airport, I don't have to drop him off, but it costs, because this flight is usually available during summer, which is around June. It's only $200, but since it's flying March, it's $1,500 round trip. Eh, well, we have no choice because we have to put the house in the market. If we have to wait, then the value of the house might go lower, and then the cost of repair goes up. So have to take care of it as soon as possible. It's crazy. Everything is like increase. But good thing too. I don't have to go with him and my son. That's gonna be like what, 10 grand plus the food. No more Beverly Hills. Maybe BGC. Oh, come on, J Boy. What's the difference? Just stick to Beverly Hills. Is your handed with tools? Yes. He's not gonna repair. He's basically hiring a contractor, a roof company, but he wanna see it that they're doing the right thing, especially if you're gonna sell the house, and then you have the seller gonna tell you, they're gonna lowball on you. But it's best you know your house. You don't just assign someone to manage it, and then because that's what happened to our previous property. They were telling us this and that, but my husband was there, so he can testify and say no. We don't have that issues. I was there, and it worked out. We were actually thinking he doesn't need to fly back. But then we realized, you know what? It's better you fly, because come to think of it, if they say there's issues and you're never there, then you will end up still going to fly there to see it and to check it. So because if those things occurs during the closing time, it's gonna take a while, and then the more issues, and then it's not even the perfect timing for him to fly. So So this is where you can, you want to go to the airport. This is the train station. You go here, and then there's a bus here, shuttle, take you to the airport. But I drive him. I drive my husband. Oh my God, I paid $15, I think, for just 30 minutes. Just 30 minutes, $15. Yeah. And he's a man who a jack of all trade. He can fix cars, he can fix house. Some area. Like right now, he's more focused on wood furnitures, woodworking. But he has to he's taking this VA benefits towards employment, and that is where he's leading. He wanna go take. Oh yes, going back to San Diego. Still not a lot of people. There's traffic building up. JB, do you live alone or does your daughter stays with you or with the mom? So JB and Norm, do you guys live closer or different states? Four stops? Wow, $23? That's still a lot. That's a lot, $23. So ours is cheaper. $5 at least, but I think the shuttle's free to that's it's expensive. Oh, Sydney, and you are J Boy. Oh, you guys can. Wow, you guys are close. Unless you guys are like kind of California, bigger than Philippines. It's so big. California is so big. Oh, yes. I'm pretty sure. It's so expensive. Visit him there when they were in that port. He told me everything is expensive here. And then I look at the ticket because I paid $200 from Japan to Busan. And I was looking at a ticket to visit him in Australia. I saw it was like 1200, and I'm like, never mind. I'll just wait when they go back to Korea then. So I didn't get the chance to see Australia when he went there. But isn't it cheaper from Philippines to Australia? Wow, JD and Norm, you can guys have karaoke time sometime. That's cool. From Sydney. I had a friend back in high school. I think they're from Sydney. Look at this beautiful park here. Yeah, we have this camping area here, and it's hard to find a spot. And they have playground. I can book it through the military, but every time I attempt to, it's always full because you wanna book where everyone is not in, right? One book. So you have to be um, alert every day. You're looking at the computer if they have available, especially those state parks. Oh my God, people book 6 months ahead. There's like a time frame, like 8 in the morning. They said you have to sit down in front of the screen, and you're fighting fighting the algorithm to make sure you get the reservation on time. It's hard. Cebu, yeah, that's what we had. Cebu Pacific. We paid $600 round trip, 2018, Japan, Manila. But this is the problem, because my husband is so tall. He said it's not American size. He was squeezing his leg. He wasn't comfortable that 6 hours flight. So you know what? Next time, let's get a different line. I don't cheapest though. I told him, well, it's a Philippine airplane, so it's our size. Wow, 1400. 1400 from Sydney to Katarman. Oh my goodness. Right, J-Boy. My husband don't want to come back with Cebu. Right in Cebu Pacific. I told him, hey, it saves us because imagine if I have the American Airlines, I think Philippine Airlines was like $3,000 or 4,000 for the three of us. But at the time, we just paid less than 2,000 for the three of us. But this, I told him, I think I want a business class with my son in case he had a meltdown in the airplane. He said, no, just get the regular airline. He can handle it. 20,000 pesos? That's really, and they have this, the government has been a discussion in that because just to travel within the Philippines, it costs $400. But if they travel to, let's say, Japan, outside the Philippines, it's only $100. It's crazy. So people has to go outside the Philippines instead of making money within the country. 20,000 is a lot. Hey J Boy, you're probably gonna see Norm when you visit the Philippines because you'll be there for 2 years, right? 6 months and 6 months. And you can grow your own lettuce. Learn from Levi. Oh, 6,000 to Cebu. Katarman is a small airport, so very expensive. Oh, for sure. Especially if you don't have a lot of flights in that province. And everyone just ride a bus. They fight this bus, especially in don't go home on October 31 or November 1. You'll be fighting a price gouge, and then Christmas and summer. So will you be farming Norm? Be like what James and Karen adventures? My husband want to do that. Going home now. Probably need your teacher.
Yeah.
My love. Yeah. And you guys, uh, friends, Norm, J Boy, I don't see you.
See the map.
See it? Yay! Finally, it's working now. Oh, there you go. So let's see the map.
I want to see the map.
Yeah, finally we got a spot. Yeah, finally the internet is back. Hold on.
The maps.
Yeah, we gotta check this out. The
Let's
train.
see the map.
Okay, let's see. So if you are on a train, yeah. Is it still working or I'm freezing? Let's see. Let's cross this one. You see the view? Okay, let's see which trains. So I'm showing him. Oh, finally, you get signal. Yeah, I'm looking at. So we are heading to this. Oh, hold on. My son likes to see where are we at? The Sorrento Valley Station.
Someone doesn't stop at Donovan.
No, not the surfliner. We're at the coaster.
I think
I don't see where is our train. Oh, it's right here. Here, look at that. Is that Alvin?
yes.
Look at pictures. Yay! I can see it now. There are two. I do, actually do. I bought that for my husband. We get that, but I ended up using it. It's funny. He told me that you bought that for me, but then you're using it because oftentimes I have to go out, and then I was taking care of some of the paperworks outside when I have someone watching my son. I was working out outside.
Just
And
take a coaster.
yes. And I got the battery that I ordered from James and Karen. They promoted it. And so I told him, hey, you can start using that now. But usually we use it for camping. So you're about to see. Look, About to see the ocean soon. Yeah, so you see some older version. That's right. The other one is the building over there. It's the other side. But I often want to see that's the road. And this, the other side. You're funny. Transit. Let's do the transit. So, yeah, there you go. There are three. Hi. See the water? Now you can see the buildings now, JB. Here, Aldrin. You see that? You see the blue? That's where we're at.
Let's mental about
Ha! That's true. I think it's easier. I was trying to edit. Oh my god, it takes forever. I was like, my brain was stop functioning after editing of, removing all of this moving video. And it's like, I think last time is better. There you go. Sorrento Valley.
coastal but
You see? Okay, that bus
the coastal.
is very accommodating. So there's more people now coming. So sometimes me and my friend have to sit together and share.
Everyone's going at the coastal.
But yes, we're on a third. There's a lot of people now.
Okay.
We gotta share it. Eventually, they need to sit with us.
So what
Da Vinci, I need to spend more time learning Da Vinci Resolve to edit my Da Vinci. Why is that too deep?
Swallow Valley's not the end of it.
Yes, we're at Sorrento Valley. It's nice areas. Expensive houses too. $1 million houses. Oh my god. Any house here that I can afford, I would be glad, but the taxes gonna kill me. So I rather be in the Philippines with big ranch there.
Even snippets
Yeah, I try to use the Canva. Oh my god. Canva give I don't know, it gives
put
freezing my computer too. As Bella said that I need to learn how to do the thumbnail. It's hard. I think my time is wasted because I have so many things to take care of, and I'm like, you know what? I'll just post shorts. It's hard to post it long for. Yeah, because you could have houses, but it doesn't mean that
where's the sun?
it ends there because you have to pay taxes and the HOA, and again, you have to clean the house. You can afford to pay the cleaners. Lots of birds. Okay, more trees for you, J boy. Actually, there's a lot of nice places to hike here. Yeah, Norm, it's true. You're rewiring your brain, but at the same time, if you're learning five things at the same time, your brain's gonna shut off. And that's what I was doing because I wanted to have a quality video, but then I realized that I was putting some of this stuff and it kept freezing my computer. Then I have to learn how to fix my computer too, how to update, and then I have to learn to make sure that I'm not putting so much stuff. And I ended up, you know what? My hours are my hours are wasted. I have to cook. Yeah, JY, I hope you eat some ice cream because it's hot there in Australia. I'm trying to dump all of this pictures and videos from my computer and my cell phone. And I'm like, you know what? I'll put them on my shorts. And they like it, they like it. Oh, yes, look at that. I wish I could just ride a train less than an hour, but he likes sitting here for an hour from end to end. So it's nice too. It gives me a break. See how pretty is that? It's pretty, right? Oh, yes. Oh, Solana Beach is another nice area. $1 million houses. The school there are really, really nice for special education, but be prepared for the rents. I think it starts 5,000 a month. Yeah, this is one of the best view when you're in this side. You know what? I'm so glad it didn't rain. So my husband loves taking photos of the sunset that reflects on the ocean. But yes, actually, you can. You do. Um, there's a lot. There are times like I see a lot of people. Not this area, but there are some areas more on servers. But you just get the license. But if you go to the pier, it's free. No need for a license. So a lot of times people are hanging out all day by the pier.